I think absolutely things can be avoided to some degree, right? Like obviously there are always, no one expected euro pound parity, a USD parity. Nobody expected like inflation to rise as much as it did over the last couple of months. There's lots of things that like shocking economic factors which have happened that the outcomes of those can't be avoided, and that's the kind of thing that I think you have to give some kind of credence to the businesses for. However, I will say I think the whole thing that's failed us in this instance, and I'm getting more and more skeptical of, is honestly it's the way that the VC world works, right? A lot of these things, like the first domino behind the layoffs is the company overhired, but the domino before that is VCs were pressuring companies to deploy capital, and the domino before that is VCs were investing way too much money in overvalued businesses, and the domino before that is COVID started disrupting the market, right? So like none of these things is just, oh, companies are overhiring. There's a huge amount of pressure from boards. Like even a year ago, whereby did this to some degree. At the beginning of 2021, we had a gentle. I think our board is usually extremely sensible and very thoughtful about the advice that they give us. So massive props to them. But we still did have a gentle pressure to like really deploy capital. And I know a lot of other VCs on boards are much more aggressive about that message. Like hire more, grow faster, deploy capital. It doesn't matter if you burn out and crash and spend a bunch of money. The opportunity is what we care about. Like the lost opportunity is more expensive for us than the risks of what's going to happen. And that's because that's what they're optimizing for. And if you're maybe a founder with not so much experience or extremely aggressive founder when it comes to like kind of revenue capturing, you're going to listen to that advice and really want to take it on board because you want more fundraising, you want more profits, you want a higher valuation, you really care about it. And if you've got no one else in your team that's really like helping you pump the brakes a bit and say, wait a second, we don't need to 100% be risk averse, but at least a bit here. Let's like, how do we validate the market before we start investing so heavily? I think it's very easy to get swept up in those things. And there's a huge spectrum of companies along that line, right? There's a lot of companies out there that I think have been very thoughtful about their hiring, but they've been hit hard by the economic conditions and they're having to make layoffs. And there's some companies out there like, I'm not going to name them, but there's a company yesterday that made a round of layoffs, and on their layoff announcement mentioned that they were hiring over 100 people a month, which is 10% of their company every month. They were hiring another 10, another 100, another 100, another 100. And that to me is just like, there's no way that anybody can look at that and say that that's sustainable.